Hi everybody, I'm StageHealer21 and welcome back to another Attila Total War battle. This time we're gonna have a look to another 1212 AD battle. This time I'm gonna team up with Sultan Edo Stark, who's playing as the Duchy of Austria, against Cassius and Magpie, who are playing as Norway and the Incarnate Horde. I'm playing as Venice, and yeah, that's it for the teams. Let's have a look to the army camps. Okay, so as I said, I'm playing as the Republic of Venice. With me I have 4 units of Spear Sergeants, high period, 4 units of 3 company Longbowmen, very elite unit, very high range, 3 units of Communal Swordsmen, 2 units of Fantilomar high period, and 1 unit of dismounted Zaphones, late period. This guy is I don't usually bring them in the battlefield, but I thought it was a good occasion to show them up, you know, because they look unique. And as cavalry I have 3 units of Condottieri and 1 unit of Zaphones high period. This is light melee cap, very fast, 113 speed. I'm gonna use them to harass the enemy missile units. Now let's have a look to Sultan's army. He has a Knechte, high period, it is a pike infantry unit. 4 units of Pavis Armbrutschütze, if I pronounce it correctly. Yeah, this is a late period crossbowman unit. Very powerful missiles. This is gonna be very helpful for us. Then he has a lot of house soldiers early period. This is the main body of his army. And as second type of infantry he has a couple of units of householders high period. Now let's go to his left flank. He has 2 units of Burgmannen. These are spear infantry, very good to hold the line. And as cavalry he has basically Austrian Ritter, late period. These are very elite cav units. If he can manage to use them correctly, he's gonna set up a good fight for the enemies. And as general he has the Dutch Hair Shield, late period. Let's have a look to the enemy army. We have Cassius playing as Norway. As cav he has 4 units of Riddere, early period, very cheap but strong unit. Then he has a couple of units of Landwehr, pike infantry, very good unit. As main body of his army he has some Wappnere. Yeah, they are very good and very cheap. Yeah, basically Norway has cheap units of early and high period, but very elite at the same time, so it is quite a good army. And in the backlines he has some tablemen, and yeah, let's go and have a look to his missile unit. He basically have 2 units of the guests and 2 units of longbow bonder. They are very good. Let's have a look to the Magpie's army. He has 4 units of Turkic archers, some Turco-Mongol footmen, some Tabgur, I think it is pronounced, some Persian foot soldiers, some other Tabkur, and yeah. And as cavalry he has 2 units of Tarkan and some light horse archers. So yeah, we have to keep an eye out for these units here, because they're gonna be running around trying to get us mad. Okay, now the armies are moving up. Let's have a look to the formations. Okay, so as you can see, my formation has the missile units in center and my spears on the flanks. and the Zafones are in center behind the archers, because my idea is to get as close as I can to the enemy line, shoot them with my missiles, and as soon as he moves up his missile units that has less range than mine, I'm gonna charge them with my Zafones because they are very fast. In the second backline I have my communal swordsmen. Behind my spears there are my Fantiramar, and behind them I have 2 units of my condottieri. The other one is covering my left flank, so I can counter any cavalry coming from here. My general is in the center of this formation, and behind him I have my Zafones late period. They're gonna stay in reserve in case I need them in late game. Let's go and have a look to Sultan's formation. So he's covering his right flank with his spearmen and keeping his pikes in center between my and his army. All his infantry is in the center of his formation, and in front of them he has his crossbows. He's keeping his cav in between his center and his right flank, I think because he wants to be very reactive in case he sees cav coming towards his crossbows or cav coming from his right flank. Let's see Cassius' formation. So he's keeping his cavalry on his left flank with some pikes. I think he's gonna try to use them together, like pushing up with this pike and at the same time trying to go around with the cavalry. His archers are in the front line, and behind them he has all his Wappner. In the back lines he has his stablemen or reserve, and then his general. Now moving up to Magpie's formation, he has his Turco-Mongol archers in the front line. Some spearmen in the center because I think he knows what I want to do, so he wants to counter it. Some Turco-Mongol footmen are on the left and right flank, I think to try to counter any infantry coming from these sides. And then he has some of the melee cav on the right flank, and behind them his bow cav, because I think he's gonna what he wants to do is to come to my side and try to go behind me and shoot me as much as he can. Yeah, that's it for the formation, guys, and yeah, let's see how the battle starts up. Okay, so as you can see, Cassius is pushing on the right flank, on our right flank. So to counter this maneuver, Sultan is moving his crossbows near his spearmen to try and counter the Norwegian bows. Now on my flank, I'm getting my archers in loose formation because I know that they could get shot by Magpie's cavalry, and yeah, now I'm trying to move my formation forward. Yeah, as you can see, Magpie is moving up his cavalry a little and is pushing his bow cavalry on his left flank to give support to Cassius. Now seems like the missile phase has begun on Sultan's side, who's moving up his crossbows to try to shoot to the Norwegian archers, who are falling back because they know they have the range advantage. All my formation now is moving up. I have all my infantry in shield wall or phalanx formation, depending on the type of infantry. And yeah, Sultan seems a little worried about this cavalry unit here. So as you can see, he put 2 of his Ritter on his right flank, while another one is going on the center to cover this hole we have here. And yeah, seems like we both are trying to go and scare the enemy missile units. I'm going with my Zafones, he's going with his Dienstleute. Yeah, now I'm falling back because I see they run out, and yeah, nice coordination between us here. Yeah, now the enemy has basically a straight line of infantry, while we still have 2 different formations, you know. Okay, now I'm moving up my condottieri on my left flank because I see that Magpie's got very close with his melee cav, so I want to try to scare them or even push them back, and if I manage to, try to surround his formation. I'm also sending my longbowmen with my condottieri to have more power on him, so I can shoot him from very far away, and if he tries to charge them I can counter him with my condottieri. My formation is getting very close to his, and I tried again with my Zaphones to charge the enemy missile units, the same with Sultan, who's used his Dienstleute. And yeah, seems that Cassius tried to do the same, and we have Magpie's Bowcav trying to go behind Sultan's formation and harass him. Yeah, this is not good for Sultan because he doesn't have anything to counter these very fast cavalry unit. Yeah, basically Sultan here needs to try and reverse the situation, maybe use his spearmen to push the enemy cavalry back, and also use his reader. Maybe he can stretch them till the edge of the map and try to go and push them all back here. Yeah, my infantry is getting in position. I have my Zaphones as well in here, because what I want to do is to try and go around here in this hole and then try to harass both Cassius and Magpie behind their lines. Yeah, Magpie is pushing up his melee infantry cavalry, while on Sultan's side, yeah, the fight keeps going on with the missiles phase. Yeah, it seems that Magpie is not scared of my maneuver, so he's going in with his cavalry to counter my condottieri. But the thing is that I'm gonna win for sure the melee cav fight here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm already winning against this cav unit. Okay, I managed to defeat one of his melee cav infantry. Now the thing is that I didn't see this cavalry coming, and I have all my archers here. So now what I'm gonna do is try to shoot them as much as I can, while I'm coming with two of my condottieri to try and sandwich this unit, so it is up to my cavalry to stop them. So my condottieri finally gets in the fight and charge them from behind. And I'm getting as much missile units as I can out of the melee fight. This was a big mistake of my behalf, but still I'm managing to defeat this cavalry unit, because now I'm using my archers to shoot them from behind and my cavalry to kill them in melee. My Zaphones managed to get through, and also the Dienstleute of Sultan managed to get through a hole and charge their missile units. So I'm going as well with my Zaphones to try and charge some missile units. Yeah, tried to run them down and managed to do it. This is a good start for us, even though Sultan's line are starting to waver because his infantry is a little worse than Cassius' infantry, and also he has Magpie's Bowcav behind his lines. On my side, I managed to defeat Cassius' cavalry, and now I'm trying to defeat the last melee cav of Magpie, as well as these infantry coming in. My formation hasn't get in fight yet, because I'm trying to defeat all his flank before getting in the melee fight, so I can surround him. But yeah, Yeah, let's see. Now Magpie is going in with some wedge formation against my shield wall formation to try to break it. Nice charge by Magpie. Yeah, this unit is going forward for my communal swordsman. Now Sultan charges in even his general to try to contain his flank. I'm moving up some of my reserves, the Fantinamar and the Zafones, to try and hold with Sultan this hole here. But the thing is that Sultan's infantry is losing on every flank, and yeah, and Magpie's bow cav managed to charge his crossbow from behind, so they're gonna break soon. This is not good for Sultan. He's losing basically all his flank because of his infantry quality. Even though his cav is managing to hold the line, he will have to deal with these pike units here, with his battering his infantry in the moment. My infantry got in the melee fight, but it seems that it's going well for me. My Zaphones are still harassing the missile units of Cassius and Magpie in their backlines. And I'm moving up some of my condottieri behind their lines to try and charge them from behind and free my infantry and reverse the situation to try and go here and surround them and help Sultan. Yeah, my infantry is literally battering the Tabgur of Magpie, while on Sultan's side he has a couple of swordsman infantry units that are managing to hold the line a little bit longer, so this will give me the time to defeat these infantry units here and reform as soon as I can. More enemy infantry running through the holes in Sultan's formation, trying to charge down the remaining units. And yeah, Sultan's general also died because of enemy missiles units. Magpie general managed to intercept my Zaphones and now he's breaking them. So my heavy shock cav is going for a charge behind Magpie's infantry. Nice charge here. Managed to free my Fantinamar high period from them. Now I'm going for a cycle charge, I guess, so keep going back and forward. Yeah, I'm using my general to also charge down Magpie's infantry and try to free my infantry to reform a line as quick as I can, because if you can see now, Sultans only have 2 heavy shock cav remaining in the game, and so I have to hurry up and reform a line real quick because Cassius is moving up all of his infantry to take me down. Now I managed to defeat this unit here, so I guess I'm gonna try to run my Fantinamar away now. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all my infantry units are now trying to reform here, so I'm pushing back as fast as I can. Yeah, all Magpie's infantry is breaking. Yeah, Sultan still have this infantry cavalry unit here, but I guess they're gonna break soon because yeah, wedge formation against him. Yeah, he's getting double teamed. Yeah, here my condottieri managed to charge in the back of this Magpie's infantry unit. Now if we look to the balance of power, they had 300 man advantage in the beginning of the battle. It is still pretty close. We have yeah, circa 500 man, 400 men in difference now. But yeah, it seems that we are losing, so I hope to be able to reverse this situation. Yeah, all my units are falling back. As you can see, Cassius managed to defeat all Sultan's units except for this one, but he's not gonna be around for long now. I'm falling back with everything, my cavalry, my infantry, my missile units. Okay, as you can see, now we managed to reform a line. It is basically me versus Cassius. He has 300 men more than I do. There are also 2 units of Magpie heavy horse archers remaining. So yeah, he has the number advantage, so I figured out I would be in a defensive position. I have my spear infantry on my right corner and left corner. My lumbermen are on the left and right as well, and all my main body, my infantry, my sword infantry is on the center. I have still one of my condottieri units remaining, and I hope I will be able to use it to counter as much enemy cavalry as I can. Yeah, now Cassius is moving up his entire line. He's gonna clash with my infantry soon. Now I'm using my my longbow archers on the left flank to try to kill as many cavalry units as I can. But unfortunately Cassius noticed it and now he's moving them back. Now I'm pushing forward one of my Fanti-Damar to try and stop some of the infantry unit of Cassius, and now I already reformed the line behind them to avoid any hole in my formation. I managed to break one of Magpie's light horse archers, but now all Cassius infantry is charging my infantry on all sides, and he's also moving forward his general together with Magpie's general on my right flank, and I only have my general unit to counter them. Now, yeah, I'm moving my condottieri to counter this cav fight. I'm stretching my spearmen to try and stop some of the enemy cavalry on the right flank, and I'm moving up my general as well. My longbowmen are trying to shoot them down as quick as they can, but yeah, now they're moving back. There's only Magpie general remaining, but he has nothing to lose because he basically lost all his army, so he's going in whatever it takes. Yeah, I was focused on another side of the battle, so I didn't move my general quickly in time. Now my infantry is starting to break because of the morale issue, because I'm surrounded. My condottieri managed to defeat the enemy cavalry on the left flank, and now I'm moving them toward my general on the right flank. Yeah, and as you can see, the situation is... yeah, it's a mess now, because the majority of my infantry is breaking. And if we see the balance of power, now, well, I still have 400 men, or 500 men now, less. And yeah, my general died. This is a bad thing for me. Now my units will start to break easily. And they're also running down my free company longbowmen. So yeah, we basically lost this battle, but it was fun nonetheless. So yeah, it was a good battle on both sides. A pity that Sultan's infantry didn't manage to hold up to the Norwegian infantry. Yeah, and now the battle is over. Okay, so let's have a look to the army results. Starting with Sultan, so his general did pretty well even though he died. His spear infantry didn't do very well at all, his pike infantry also. His householder did very bad, very bad. The Hyperia ones did slightly better but still very bad. His crossbows also did very bad. The Diensleute did pretty good. Yeah. His Ocean Ritter didn't do very well in speaking of kills, but they managed to hold the line and allow me to reform, so well done to them. Let's go to see Cassius' army. His general did pretty good, also because he didn't lose any men at all. His pike infantry did good, his tablemen did very good, these few units here. But his Weaponry were the best in his army. 300 kills, 200 kills, 300 and a half, almost 200, almost 200. The Longbow Bondier didn't go very well at all, they died. The Gas did very good though, 70 and 113. The Cavalry also did pretty good, I'd say, managed to take on the Austrian Ritter, so yeah. Sorry, we managed to take on the Austrian Richter. Let's go to my and Magpie's army. I'd say my general did very good, 325 kills even though he died. My spear infantry didn't do very well, but at least it managed to hold the line. My communal swordmen did pretty good, I'd say. My dismounted Zaphones didn't do very well at all, 67 kills only. These units here of Antidomar did very good, through 200, these didn't do very good. My archers unit, yeah, did good, I'd say. My cavalry, I'd say it did awesome, like 400 and a half kills, this one here. 181 kills, this is only archer units that he killed. Yeah, they did very well. Let's go to Magpie's army. His general did pretty good, counting that he didn't die and it still has a lot of men. His tab guru, yeah, did something, not good, not very good, but did something at least. This unit of Turco-Mongol footmen did very good, these two didn't do very good at all. His missile units, yeah, they did something, I'd say, yeah. This unit here basically just died. This here didn't do very well. This here did very well though. His bow cavalry did very well. So yeah guys, this was the battle. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, check out my gamertag on Steam, Stage021, if you want to look for me and play with me and my friends. If you want to send me some replays, I'm gonna leave my email in the description so I can do a commentary on them. And yeah, check out Sultan's channel. He does Total War commentary as I do. And yeah, check him out, I'm gonna leave it in the description. Yeah guys, see you on the next replay.